Baby, what's in there wine? I feel sexy as fuck. I see why y'all like wine.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the palace. Tonight we are talking the Real Housewives of Potomac. Listen, the block is hot. The block is hot with the Real Housewives of Potomac. And listen, I think I used the same damn, hold on. Oh my Lord, y'all ain't noticed it. I made a mistake. Y'all didn't notice it, but I noticed it. Y'all, Potomac is good. Potomac is good. I'm sorry. Is it not good? The real VB says, honey, when the queen goes live, I quickly release whatever I was watching. Look, I'm glad you're here. I see you, Amir. Welcome. We talking the Real Housewives of Potomac, and if you don't know, you better get on it because it is fucking good. And when I say good, I'm talking about good. Hey, Amir. Amir said, hey, long time no speak, auntie. Good to see you. How's New York? Are you still down there? We finna get into it. When I tell you I'm about to tear it up, I'm about to tear it up. And I'm going into all full-on beast mode. I'm not gonna hold back. I said, I kind of been playing it safe with y'all with this reality television review. And I said, fuck it. I'm going to start giving my reviews the way I want to give my reviews. I'm not playing it safe. I'm not tiptoeing around anybody. It's just too damn good for me to cheat myself and cheat you out of a good review. It is what it is if it becomes too much for you. And pardon my tone. It's just the way I talk, child. But if it becomes too much, just log off. It's going to be good. Not disrespectful. When I tell you it's going to be good, it's going to be good because the show is good. And I have to give those girls their due justice. I have to, y'all. When it's good, it's good. And I was like, girl, you better get on here and review the hell out of the Real Housewives of Potomac. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, I'm a day late and $1 short. Y'all, I didn't watch this episode 4 times. And Bravo, let me talk to you. Bravo. I had to watch it 4 times because you got 10 damn women. That's unheard of. It's unheard of to have 10 women in the franchise of the Real Housewives of Potomac. And I'm one of those people. I'm a perfectionist. So it takes me a while to decide who I want to cover. And I have to keep going back and forth. As a result, I watched it 4 times because I was like, oh, shit. It's like Pac-Man. Who do I gobble first? And then finally it hit me. It's like, girl, you can't gobble everybody. But you know what? Y'all coming in hot. I'm finna come in hot. Y'all already on the super chats. Hold on. You better get in your bag.
You better get to the bag. Don't let them hoes stop your bag. And you got a problem. Just know I'ma make you my man. Yeah. Get to the bag.
Hey, let's go, Sarah. Hey. That's what we doing tonight.
Get to the bag.
To the bag. That's
Don't
it.
worry about
Come on, Shamar.
Don't do it. Don't try it. Don't try it. You're a hater. the bag. Don't worry about jail. Just get to the bag.
Hey. I love your faith in me, Sarah. Sarah done came through and dropped $200 before we even get this party started. Listen.
Oh my God.
That's called blind faith, baby. That's called faith of a mustard seed. I'm going to try to do it justice, but Sarah says with a 200 piece and 3 peppers. She said, happy belated birthday, queen. Thank you, Sarah. Girl, let's get this party started right. I'm going to have to put a little razzle dazzle on it now. I'm going to have to put a little razzle dazzle. Yes, I have to hit him with that shamar. But listen, y'all, this episode is too damn good for me. So I had to say, you know what? Why did I watch this 4 times? And every time I watched, I saw something different. Are y'all with me? I'm about to jump in. But before I jump in, let me ask you real quick. What would you give it on a scale of 1 to 5? 1 being, I'm not into it. 5 was like, they did their thing. They understand the assignment. Whether I like them or not, the girls are bringing it. 1 to a 5. What are we looking at? And then we're about to get into it. Here we go. Hey, get to the bag. Okay, Queen Liz says she's going to give him a solid 4. A solid 4. Doc Kelly coming right behind Queen Liz with a 4. Mayor YouTube coming in with a 5. Yvette, 5. We got 5s, 5s, and 4s all across the board. We'll take it. 2, Latrice gave it an 8. We'll take it. All right, so this is my cue to go ahead and tee you up. We're not going to be here for long. And if the price is right, I just may open up the lines tonight. So we're talking The Real Housewives of Potomac, y'all, season 10, episode 4. And right now, don't argue with me. I'm not arguing with anybody in the chat. Argue with your mama and not with me, because in my opinion, I strongly believe that The Real Housewives of Potomac is giving the other franchises a run for their money. I don't give a damn about Salt Lake City. These girls are showing up to work. Do you understand me? These girls are showing up to work. Thank you, Stacey. Oh, thank you, Stacey. You are a real one. Stacey has managed somehow to revitalize the cast. And surprisingly, I feel like they're actually doing a great job without the Grand Dame. Oh, Lord Jesus. I can't believe I'm saying this, because I was the main one stating that Karen is a must-have. I said it. I'll step to the plate. I'll raise my hand. I'll confess. I'll go to the altar. I said that the Grand Dame is a must-have. But these girls have come up to have showed up to play, and they are doing a damn good job. And I believe giving credit where credit is due. Period. Point blank. Okay. Now, they're definitely giving us something to talk about. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. Who casted Stacey? Who's responsible for going out there, perusing through her resume, and say, you know what? Let me try her. Give me that one. The one that was on QVC. And since y'all want to make fun of her for being on QV, you know what? I think she'll make a great addition to the Housewives. Whoever's responsible for casting her, can we stretch them out across to the Real Housewives of Atlanta? And let me tell you why I say that. Hold on. Stacey has managed to bring back, follow me very closely, because I'm going to hype you up. One thing about me, if you good at something, I'm going to hype you up. Stacey has managed to, how can I say this? She's brought back a level of class to the show. She's like the thing that we were missing in the franchise. White shows, black shows, all of it. It's something that has been missing for I'm gonna say since COVID. Let's go with that. Since COVID, since 2020, the Real Housewives franchise, it's just been something. It's like going out and buying a whole chicken organic, no probiotics, no chemicals, and you bring it home and you're excited to eat it. And then somebody said, I'll prepare it for you. And only for you to bite into it, and it's no seasoning. That's what the Housewives have been given for the past 5 years. But Stacey has come back and brought a level of class to the show. She's the thing that we've all been missing, that we couldn't quite put our finger on it. We knew the show was here, but it just hasn't been given across the franchise. And somehow it seemed like we were moving away from what we all came to know and love as the Real Housewives. You start putting this person, and you be like, where the fuck did they get? Wait a minute, which Bravo, what are you doing? And then in 2025, they brought in Stacey Roush. Now, I've said it before, and I'm not on a Stacey bandwagon. Go back and fact check me, because we deal with receipts over here. Watch this. I said it before. I've been a fan from day one, and I think my exact words were along the line of, she is a breath of fresh air. Go back and watch my videos. She's a breath of fresh air. The dynamics were good enough. We don't have, it's not perfect, but the dynamics are good enough with the collective 10 on the Real Housewives of Potomac to keep the show going and keep it very, very interesting. Because just when you thought you heard it all, boom, they jump to another scene, right? Now, I asked you before, and most of you said you would give it 4. Many of you said a 5 this week, okay? Now, here's what I would like to do. Hell, let me take a sip of my wine. I told y'all we was having wine tonight. And if you can't have wine, have some grape juice. If you can't have grape juice, have yourself a Coke. If you can't have Coke, have a cup of tea. But we are about to talk about it. But here's what I would like to do. Let me take a sip of wine. Hold on. I want to break them down individually. Sarah's laughing at me, y'all. I want to break them down individually. It was just too much going on. And I was like, shit, you got to make up your mind how you going to break down this recap and review. So I said, okay, I'm going to break them down individually as women. And then I'm going to shift and focus on their dynamics amongst the group as individuals. First things first. I want to focus on the ones that can go straight to hell and leave and get off the show. I don't know what y'all thought I was going to say. It's 1 o'clock. Thank you. Here's who can go straight to hell in the most loving way. Bye, Ashley. I'm starting with you. Ashley can go straight to hell, and not in a bad way. We having a good time now tonight. We having a good time. Kiarna can go straight to hell. And Angel, you can go too. And I mean it in a good way. We having a good time, okay? Angel, you can go too. Kiarna, I'm back and forth, but I'm back and forth because every time I say she can go, okay, now why are they racing down my damn street? Now that's ridiculous. Lord have mercy. Fix it, Jesus. Now let me come back. Every time when I seem to land on Kiarna, here is what upsets me the most about Kiarna. She bad. She's a baddie. She's a dime piece. Her hair is laid. She's beautiful. She's everything we've been waiting for. She's young. She's fit. She's fresh. She can give it. She looks the part. But that's one of them examples of when you apply for a job and lie on your resume and then you actually get the job and have to do it. And we find out we've all been bamboozled. So I go back and forth on Kiarna, but I'm almost sure that I want to part ways and she's not a good fit and I want to fire her this Friday, but she keeps me up at night. Does that make sense? She keeps me up at night because I want to make sure I'm making the right decision so she doesn't go to HR or the EEOC on me. You get what I'm saying? Because she's one of those baddies that's not going to go away quietly. So I go back and forth, and not because I'm not sure. I just don't know what the repercussions will be. But that's where I'm at with Kiarna. Are y'all following me? Okay. And then I find myself asking, is she able to course correct? What are your thoughts? Do you think she needs another season? We're in season 2. Now we got to give her a pass. Season 1, I didn't count it because I feel like Bravo, they were placating her. I feel like Bravo, you brought her on last season so she wouldn't file a lawsuit. So I didn't even count it then. I took nothing she said seriously. But as for this season, do you feel like she's earned her keep? Is she worth another try? Would you be willing to put her on a performance improvement, a PIP, a PIP, a performance improvement plan? Is it too soon? We're 90 days in an onboarding phase. We're 4 episodes in. This is her 4th month on the job. If we were pretending that we were in corporate America, would you keep her? Some of y'all are saying no. Would you keep her? Yes or no? Because if we take Kiana away, we can shift. Watch this. And this is how they really be having talks about you behind your back. I'm telling you, if you work in corporate America, they say, come on, Pip. Okay, Yvette says, let's keep her. So you going to fight for her. Because they say you always need somebody in the room to fight for you. So Yvette will be one of the ones in the meeting that's going to fight for her. Okay. So I don't really see. No, would you keep her? That's the question. Okay, Shelly said no. All right, we're going to go with that. We're going to go with Shelly. We're going to go with Yvette because both Yvette says, I'll fight for her in the boardroom. Shelly said, I want her gone off the team. Sonia says she can go. So people are saying, I'll fight for her. Okay, let's do this. Watch this. I'm coming in. I'm the VP. We have Kiana on the chopping block. So far, her style just doesn't seem to be a good fit. The resume looks good. She looks good. She presents well, but the dynamics on the team just aren't quite working. She's not tracking the way I thought she should track for this group of women. Now, here's the thing. Maybe she needs a little bit more time. Or if we get rid of her now, we'll never miss her. And we can shift or slide Jazzy into her place. And nobody will ever know. That's what I'm thinking. If we get rid of Kiana, Bravo, move Jazzy in immediately. But if Kiana goes, Angel needs to go. They come as a pair. They gotta go. They are a package deal. They gotta go. And I'm gonna tell you why. Now, hypothetically, if we take away the 2 A's, we're talking Ashley and Angel, along with Kiana, that'll leave us with 7. We'll have Gizelle, Karen, Tia, Wendy, Monique, Jazzy, and Stacey. That's a good fit. One of them would have to be a friend of the show. Gizelle, Karen, Tia, Wendy, Monique, Jazzy, and Stacey. But one of them would have to fall back to being a friend of the show. Now, I'm not quite sold on Angel at all. I don't think she's a good fit for the group dynamics. It's something about Angel. It's just something about Angel. The resting bitch face has eaten me up every freaking episode. Look, Angel, we don't have all day. We really don't. This is called The Real Housewives. It's a reality show. And I feel like Angel's struggling. She's staying too close to Kay. And that will get you voted off the island in the land of the housewives world. Even with the audience, girl, we like, come on. Don't nobody got time to be giving you it. This isn't just about the group. This is about the audience too. And you taking way too long. And I'm not sure if Kiana had a talk with her and told her what to do, but she's failing miserably on camera. It's just not given what it should have given as it relates to an HBCU. No, ma'am. Because typically people that come out of HBCUs to me, your confidence is different than Black people that went to predominantly white educational institutions. It's just something about you HBCU girls and guys. Your confidence, baby, cannot be moved. And Angel is not given that. And that's what I'm looking for. She's struggling. And I'm not sure, like I said, if Kiana told her something, and I'm sure Angel is a really nice girl. She just don't seem to be a good fit. Now, unless, of course, Kay. Get Look at that dog. See, every time I get on here, my dogs want to go bite something and tear up something. Now, here I am online. I hear something crackling. He eating my damn book. That's what I'm talking about. They got me out of my damn element. I just whapped his ass eating my damn good book while I'm on live. Just chewing away. Get your butt in your house. Sorry about that, y'all. I am so sorry about that. I mean, going to town on my damn book. Okay, let me come back. You know what? Into my Okay. Something's missing with Angel. Now, Kay may have gotten in her ear and was like, this is what you do. This is how we gonna do this. Blah, 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 blah. That's an epic fail. Because, girl, either you sink or you swim. Don't let Kay outline what your storyline is going to be. Because it is not given to the audience. And we don't like you. Not personally. We just don't like you as a housewife. That's it. That's all. We really don't. And like I said, I'm sure she's a nice person. I can't say that enough times. I'm sure she's really nice. She's just not a good housewife, not for television. She's not built or made for television. I'm going to get really deep into it, okay? Something's missing. It's a no for me, dog. Like I'm on American Idol. Her face says, don't try me, right? When I say resting bitch face. So her face screams one thing, but she gives complete opposite energy of that when it comes time for her scenes. Whatever strategy you're following, Angel, it doesn't seem to be working at all. Thank you, Deborah, for the 10-piece and a pepper. She says, happy belated birthday, queen. Thank you. I appreciate the Scorpio love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now listen, Stacey is a must-have, period. Excellent pick, underrated, free agent, epitome of housewife, sassy, classy, even kill, even when the cards are not in her favor. Do you hear me? Even kill. You know what an even kill is? A person that can take a lick and keep on ticking. Even kill. Didn't lose her shit. Don't lose her shit. She can give it and she can take it. She doesn't seem to be faking her lifestyle like Wendy. Stacey is that girl. She's showing her real life, her divorce, getting back together, possibility of reestablishing her life with her husband, how they navigate it, telling her child, we're going to leave each other, going on vacation. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. All of that good stuff. Open book. That's a lot for a conservative like Stacey to give. A QVC girl, she's really giving you the best she got. I don't think y'all realize it because she's not as vocal and as twangy and sassy as the rest of them. But she's really giving us her real life. A must-have. She has some wherewithal about herself. The audience seems to like her. She's well received. She got that get up and go. She got a little dog in her. You get what I'm saying? She can dish it and take it. And that's rare. That's a rare trait to see, not only from a housewife, but to anybody. Because there's a lot of them that can dish it. They can say a lot until it's their time to take it. She gives it, and then she's also on the receiving end, and she carries and handles herself very well. Besides, Andy loves her. So I believe that she has enough space to evolve in this realm of Bravo. Now, here's what can mess Stacey up. Right now, I think she's the top dog. I do. The only thing that would mess Stacey up is if she tears down her own house. Period. Point blank. If she tears down her own house, she'll have no one to blame but herself. But right now, this girl is cooking. She's in the oven. She is a fan favorite.
All right, Palace, the Super Chat Squad is in the building. We appreciate you, baby. The Super Chats are fire. Get in your bag.
That's a lot of money.
Oh, yes, it is, honey. Thank you, Deborah. We got Deborah. Who else we got? We got Q Catrice. Thank you for the 20 piece and a pepper. Happy belated birthday, Queen Sheba. I'll take it, y'all. I'm a full-fledged Scorpio. So thank you, Q Catrice, for blessing me and blessing the channel. Stacey gonna make these girls work. These girls have sat idle for a number of years. The storylines have been boring. Stacey is going to make them work. Now, let me go to Ashley. Bye, Ashley. Ashley is a beautiful, beautiful girl, but a complete waste of space. Not to be confused with me not liking Ashley. We're talking about the dynamics and the well being of a show, the Housewives franchise. You're too beautiful to waste up that amount of space. Ashley has hit a wall, in my opinion, as it comes to and relates to her role on the Housewives. There's nothing more to see from her. She's at an age where it's kind of goofy. Ashley, you too old. It's goofy for you to be making friends with women and then turning around and picking fights with them when y'all supposed to be besties. I cannot see Ashley morphing. I can't. I don't visualize nor do I see her morphing into like this larger than life persona on screen unless there's one but unless she finds another rich old ass white man to marry. And that may pique our interest for maybe another 1 or 2 years. But outside of that, Ashley really doesn't have a lot going on. She really doesn't. And I think it's time to cut ties, Bravo. Ashley's beautiful, but there's nothing more to see here. If we're calling the show The Real Housewives of Potomac, the lights are on, but nobody's home when it comes to Ashley. I want to go to Wendy. Wendy is a clone. Wendy understands the assignment. Wendy has flown below the radar for a number of years, okay? And technically, outside of her accolades and dropping down her 4 degrees, she really ain't got nothing. Wendy ain't got shit else going on in her life. She don't. She appears to be polished. But now that we know what we know, with this insurance fraud, that's not really her life. And this episode, to me, it revealed a lot about Wendy. Wendy's been stirring the pot for a long time behind the scenes. And I can take her or leave her for now. I'll take her another season if we get rid of who I said we should get rid of because we have bigger fish to fry. So I guess she can stay, right? If we're looking at like maybe one more season. But I didn't like how she shunned Angel and Angel's education. I don't think Angel's a good fit for the group, but I don't think you try to clip somebody when they're not looking. I ain't that kind of girl. And we're going to get into that a little bit later. But let me ask y'all this. What does Wendy really bring or have going on outside of her outfits that would make her more interesting or worth watching? We know she has degrees, but screen worthy. Maybe I missed something. While y'all think about that, I'm going to go to Tia. I like Tia. It took me 2 episodes to really understand her. Tia is like a third leg on a 4x4. Ooh! Tia is like the third leg. You get what I'm saying? Not the fastest, but a necessary component. You need her in the race. I like Tia. Tia is the right mix, and it's just something there about her. You take her out the race, you're going to miss her. You'll barely win if you don't lose. It's going to be a close race. Tia is that girl. Then, if you think about it, she has the family to go along with the package. She has the husband. She's a housewife. The name of the show is Housewives. Now, Tia, like I said, she may not be the first or the fourth leg, but she's the third leg. She may not be the star, but she's definitely a critical role player. Her children are outspoken, drop dead gorgeous, got sass, pizzazz, attitude, just like Teresa Giudice's daughter. Baby, I was completely taken aback. I was like, damn, her daughters are beautiful. And they're going to speak their damn mind. And I love it. Oh, we need to see more of that. That's what I was right. That's what I was thinking. We need to see more of that. Tia's interesting. Her children are very outspoken. I like it. and she's not the one to be played with. Tia's the one that you fuck around and you find out. The really nice lady, she's well spoken, and then you try to charge her up because you think she's weak, and she'll put you in your place. She found her voice at the table when Ashley tried to comfort her. I like having grown ass women on the show. Now, here's what you need to do, Bravo. Don't be adding too much, not too much on putting in too many young girls at once. That's where you went wrong with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You tried to flip the house upside down like Big Brother and it backfired on you. And ever since then, you have not been right. Do not do the Real Housewives of Potomac like you did with the Real like you did with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You got to take away two of the younger girls and leave one standing. Angel is going to be like watching paint dry. Kiana's a little bit too hot and heavy. Bring in Jazzy, take away the other two. We're good to go. We need that grown woman energy. And Tia is that. She's smooth like butter. That's my review on Tia. Then we have Jazzy. Listen, I like Jazzy. I did not get Jazzy last season. And maybe she was overshadowed or overwhelmed and she was going through something, dating this guy, was ashamed of the dynamics of the relationship. Jazzy understood the assignment for this episode. Y'all got to be watching, okay? She came ready. She came locked and loaded. I like how she came ready and refined. And baby, I'm going to tell you the truth, Kiana. She got you all out of wits. She got you all sorts of out of control. And she maintained her composure while still reading you down, read you down, triggered the hell out of you about Greg. Jazzy has the potential, and I'm being fair. That's what I say. Oh my God, girl, you're growing up. I'm being fair. Jazzy has the potential to grow up on us or grow on us as an audience. We didn't have a knee-jerk, well, I didn't have a knee-jerk reaction to Jazzy like I did to Kiana. And there may be something good with Jazzy. You may be on to something. She may need a couple of seasons to flourish into her own, but I like her. She's a quick learner. And the more seasoned women on the show seem to get along with her well. And if you're thinking about the well-being of the show, Bravo, keep her. Okay, let me talk about Kiana before I get into the dynamics of the group. You're doing way too much. You coming in hot and you seem stuck in a holding pattern. And the good thing about a really good housewife, you got to be able to pivot. You got to be able to hit those highs and those lows and come back and be neutral like Jazzy did. It's a turnoff. Kiana has been a turnoff for the past 3 episodes to me. Kay is one of those girls that don't have to do a lot. You ain't even got to do that much. That's the crazy thing. The ones that don't have to do the much be doing that don't have to do that much show up doing the most. I don't like it for her. I feel like it's a waste of space. It's a waste of talent. And let me tell you what I mean by it. I kind of feel like you can be extremely violent. And I don't like that for you. I don't like that for the show. That ain't what we here for. And your face says it all, Kiana. I'm on the edge of my seat. Sometimes when she's on the screen, I'm like, oh, Lord, please don't let this girl pop off and hit somebody. You got to be able to read the room, baby. And I don't think you're very skilled in that area yet. And the reason why I said yet, I don't have the time to watch you crash and burn. I don't want to learn that hard. I don't want you on my television screen. We've already watched you have one physical altercation. That's enough in and of itself. Who comes in like that? Nobody. I don't care whose fault it was. We haven't really seen anybody come in like that. So you really didn't. You would have never been casted with the exception of the fight. And Bravo gave you a chance. They threw you in SOS in order to not get sued. But you ain't really backed up off of that fight energy. I don't want to wait around and see another fight. And I feel like Kay has the potential to take the show in the opposite direction of where it should be going. And it seems like she has a point to prove and she's aiming for first chair. I don't like it. I don't like the energy. And with that being said, that's why I said she could go. Gizelle, you're going to have to step it up. We need more than a pretty face. And I would like to see, let me tell you what I would like to see from Gizelle. Here's what will be good television from Gizelle. If Gizelle can show up on the Real Housewives of Potomac like she shows up on that podcast with Robin, baby, that would be television gold. We don't need Robin on the show, Bravo. Don't go back and get her. You just need to challenge Gizelle to show up. We need to get rid of these twos and these pairs. I don't like it when they have twos and pairs. We've seen it on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't want to see Kiana with Angel because it doesn't work well like that. I don't want to see Robin and Gizelle. But if Gizelle could show up like that, that would be epic. Now, let's get into Preakness. So they go to Preakness and immediately the girls walk off. Greg gave Kiana some money. She gives out 20s or whatever. They go to the kiosk so that they could gamble and bet on the horses. As soon as they walk off, here goes Wendy's messy ass. And this is why I don't fool with Wendy. And I've been telling y'all for you don't like Wendy. I don't care for Wendy because Wendy is not the real deal. As soon as they walk off, Wendy sneak disses Angel. Now, how come you can't talk that shit in her face? How come you can't say what you said in her face? I can respect it more. It's almost as if you fed it to Gizelle to do your dirty work. And that's why I say, Wendy, have you been operating in this capacity for a great majority of your time here on The Housewives? You put it right there and then you stopped. And Gizelle looked at you. And the reason why I think, now typically messy Gizelle, and I like Gizelle. Y'all know I'm team Gizelle. Typically Gizelle would have ran with that. But she paused because she understood what you were doing. Y'all may not like her, but she's smart. She knew what Wendy was doing. You talked about that girl's college education, but come to find out, they said the reason she dropped out, number one, because her mother was dying and she went back home to take care of her mother. And not only that, number two, she scored an opportunity professionally that she didn't have to finish all 4 years. That's what somebody came out on social media to say. But Wendy, you played a dirty game. And I said, girl, I knew you was operating like a snake behind the scenes this entire time. The great majority of your time here on The Housewives. And as a matter of fact, it was a very low blow. It was very unnecessary. And it feels like you're trying to attack her education because that's the place that you shine in the most. And why would you shit on another woman for not having 4? Maybe we don't want 4 damn degrees. How about that? Maybe we got other things to do. Shit.
I don't want to talk about it.
You just said I'm gonna talk about
Kill it. I get angry. I don't want to.
Who gets 4 degrees to go back to school and teach? I ain't trying to be funny, but to be honest with you, if I really went in, you a professional student. That's it. That's all. A professional student. You got 4 degrees. You spent a great majority of your life in college only to stay in college and say, well, I just stand here behind the podium and talk all day because I like hearing myself talk. That's what is given. Because when you have the opportunity to function in the real world, you started scheming and scamming. Y'all finna quit playing with me with these reviews. Did I lie? You was scheming and scamming. When you did come outside to play, but okay, let me continue. And I'm glad Gizelle didn't attack her. I'm glad she didn't do anything with that. But Wendy, you probably wish that she would have. I don't think it was nice to attack Angel's character regarding her education. It was really no reason to speak on it at all. And it really didn't give what you thought it was going to give. It fell flat. I didn't understand where you were trying to go with it. And I don't think Gizelle did either. And she was smart enough to just say, oh, okay. Now, here's the thing. You told Angel to keep the same energy about chin checking. And if Kiana said it, it's going to be a problem. How come you didn't keep the same energy about that education? How come you didn't say it to her? You got to be able to talk it like you walk it. So the girls decide, let's go eat. I'm going to say this. The food looked good. for it to be a country club. They had the paella. The food looked real good. I ain't gonna lie. And they all looked amazing. Y'all, these women, I was like, baby, this is a beautiful cast. Okay. The women looked amazing. With the exception of Gizelle. Beautiful woman, but that outfit was not giving what you thought it was giving. Gizelle, hire a freaking stylist. You can afford it. Now, as the women are chit-chatting, they're seated down at the table. Stacey chimed in. She asked Gizelle, hey, you dating somebody? Of course, Gizelle lies. No, I ain't dating nobody. Girl, I'm single. Now, here's the part that gets me. Stacey strikes up a conversation with Gizelle, right? Getting all in her business. You know why? Because they're in Stacey's business. And here comes Ashley. Can we get you to mind your damn business? Ashley chimed in, and then she all up in Stacey business about Stacey asking Gizelle about her love life. Stacey gets to ask Ashley, you are not the housewife warden. Just like y'all are all up in Stacey's marriage? Really? I was like, Ashley, come on. Your entire storyline has been Stacey's marriage. So Ashley picks on Stacey just for a quick second. Then she turns around and listen, she starts to go sniffing around the yard of the top dog. She want to pick a fight with a top dog. Girl, we found out real quick that you cannot square up with Tia. I didn't like the snide remark as Ashley and Tia were going back and forth. I didn't like the snide remark that came from Kiana because what you coming at Tia sideways for? And they were referring to the tongue-in-cheek comment. Kiana got in to make a point that her chin check, what she said to Angel, was just simply tongue-in-cheek. At this point, I'm like, no, ma'am. That is not the same because Angel is your friend. We don't chin check friends. And I love how Tia stood her ground. She said what the hell she said. And at this point, I guess, as they're going back and forth, it was Jazzy's cue by production to come on and walk in. So Jazzy comes in with a good friend of hers. Everybody looked great. Jazzy, her homegirl, anybody just from the outside looking in could have been a main cast member. That's how good they look in. So Jazzy walks into the scene with her good girlfriend. And I was like, yes. Now, here's a few things that's going on, and y'all probably missed it. When Jazzy walked in, you may have to go back and watch it. Gizelle did not seem comfortable. Gizelle didn't like having Jazzy's friend seated next to her. Go back real quick. It's a quick snippet. It's about 1,000, 1,000. That's it. When the camera pans over, you see Gizelle kind of looking. She didn't like that. And in that moment, I said, oh, okay, here we go. I caught it. I said, Gizelle is snooty. She's a classist. Gizelle. Oh, wow. The look on your face was given that you felt like you was better than that girl and she was beneath you. Go back and watch it, y'all. It's a quick roll, but it's there. You felt like that girl was beneath you and should have been seated next to you because you feel like you're the main star of the cast. And here's this unknown seated next to you. And I was like, okay. Now, Jazzy's presence, for whatever reason, it shook Kiana to the core. Now, later on, we find out why. Because Wendy told Kiana something. But nah, I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that. Because if that's the real reason, it should not have been that serious for your entire mood to change. You went in full-on bitchy mode after Jazzy got there. Yeah. Kay's attitude got real nasty. And she completely changed her entire demeanor. And it's hard. Let me tell you something. I don't like people like that. I can't do it. One of the hardest things to do is to be around, socialize, and or work with people that do not have the ability to recover in real time. It's like they would rather sacrifice everybody else having a good time so that they can sit there and let everybody know that they're in a fucked up mood because they don't want somebody else there. And that's when I was like, she's not ready for this show. I'm like, girl, we got a job to do. That's what I would have been like. Let's go. So let me go back before I move on. Ashley somewhat picked a fight with Tia. And I'm gonna have to go with Tia. It was rude of you, Ashley, to have a group of women full of grown women in one room and you single out one or two that are invited to come out with you. That is rude. That's uncouth. That's a lack of class. Tia was not wrong. And you don't have a lot of class. That was rude. And when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I never really paused to think about if Ashley had a lot of class or not. But now that Tia's bringing it to the forefront, yeah, that's rude. Who does that? Who does that? And then she told Ashley, keep up. And Ashley tried to come back, but Tia got your ass right on together. And then she moved on and changed the subject. What does that mean? She's in control. She controlled that dynamic from start to finish. You thought you were going to ambush her, but here's the messy person. I'm going to have to give Ashley just a little bit of flexibility and room. Whoever went back and told Ashley that is messy because that wasn't that big of a deal. Tia didn't lie. She was rude. It didn't hit like you thought it was going to hit. Y'all underestimated Tia like you underestimated Stacey, and you got your ass handed to you at that table. And then Tia flipped the script on you and made a joke out of you at the table to show that I'm in control. We can shake, rattle, and roll, or we can smile and be friends. Any way you like. And as a matter of fact, I'm so cold with it, I'll even let you lead this dance. Y'all, listen, Tia was not wrong. She cleaned it up. She handled it like a housewife, and she moved the hell on. And she invited Ashley to do the same. I was like, bravo. Bravo, this is good. Oh, bravo, this is good. Finally, some grown ass women. Tia refused to give Ashley a moment. Did y'all see that? Tia didn't lie. You couldn't keep up. And I love how the women, I'm going to say this. I loved how the women carried themselves in that country club. I loved how they lowered their voices when they were in front of other people. I love when they knew to go at it. I love when they knew to pull back. I was like, bravo, got it. Come on, Black excellence. Come on, beautiful Black women, because, honey, Atlanta could never. Now, let me go back to Jazzy entering the room. That's what you call a force multiplier. If Jazzy came in shaking up the cast like that, and Jazzy's a friend of the show, you know she gonna be a bad son of a biscuit eater if they make her. If they make her main cast. Girl, if she got that much pull, just as a friend of the show, you's a bad mama jamma. Shut your mouth. You hear what I'm saying? So I want to go back to Jazzy entering into the room, and something is definitely up because Angel gave Jazzy a side eye. And I'm not sure what that means, but one thing I said, I remember making a mental note. I was like, Kiana seems to have a clause in Angel. Jazzy is the right she's the right recipe. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Many times Black women are stereotyped when it comes down to confrontation, fighting, arguing, going back and forth. Watch this. Jazzy is kind enough. Let me say it again. She's kind enough. And I like that for us. When we can walk in a room, have decorum, knowing a bitch don't like you, you don't like them, and you can still conduct yourself in a manner that's respectful, cordial, and kind enough. Now, some of y'all will call it fake. I think it's class. I think it's maturity, and I think it's confidence. So Jazzy walked in there with the level of maturity, a level of confidence, okay? And she sat down. She filled the girls in regarding her relationship, her wedding. I know that's right. Handle your scandal. And Angel. So they started asking questions about her man who plays in the NFL. He's in Dallas. I'm assuming he plays for the Dallas Cowboys. And Angel, now this is why I say you have to go. You took a jab at Jazzy because I'm gonna keep it real. You took a jab at Jazzy. You give me light skin privilege. For some reason, I feel like you felt like this girl was beneath you for whatever reason. Okay. And you took a jab at her because you feel like or felt like her man was below your man. But and I'm gonna go in now. Y'all, hold on. Let me give you a disclaimer. I'm gonna go in. So you took a jab at another beautiful woman who has no qualm with you, but because you can, and you try to make her feel less than because her man hasn't started. And maybe he plays a different position that doesn't pay like your husband's. Now, how do you feel comfortable doing that, being the largest woman on the show? That don't make sense to me. And I'm not taking a jab at her, but I'll be like, it be the ones that should reserve the most grace or need the most grace that don't give it to others. Now, imagine if somebody took a jab at you. I don't understand that kind of shade. I don't. They both play in the NFL. You are both blessed enough to be married and be wives. So why is it important whether her husband to be or not is a starter? He's been in the NFL for 7 years. I don't follow. So you went on later on in the episode to insinuate she's not the typical wag in your confessional. But here's the gag. Neither are you. If what you're saying is truly the case, neither are you. You're not the typical wags. We've seen wags. And I'm going to leave it there. And of course, Wendy caught it. Instead of letting it go, she rubbed it in. They tried making Jazzy feel less than. For what? Jazzy's a keeper. And the reason why I say Jazzy's a keeper is because she recovered well. She did a good job. She let it brush off her shoulder. You can't argue with me about that. I think she would be a great addition for now because she's going to be a newlywed. She's going to be a new wife. It's fitting for the franchise. She let it roll off water on her back. It was small to a giant. She continued on. She drank her champagne. She had a lovely time. And she kept the well-being of the show in mind. And what she said, Kiana, when y'all were outside arguing, is she said she gonna give you grace. And y'all, I was laughing. She said, because obviously you're going through something with Greg. And I'm gonna ride with Jazzy because here's the truth. Let me tell you something. If you were really happy with Greg, why are you out there acting like that in public? I'm Team Jazzy on this one. Now that might change next week. But today I was Team Jazzy. Now they go off to watch the races and I want to talk about the dynamics. I want to switch to the dynamics of the group. I want to focus on Wendy, Kiana, and Jazzy. Now remember a while back, and I say it quite often on this channel, I said, listen, if you want to, let me tell you about the caliber of a married woman. If you want to know if a married woman is truly happy, if you want to get a good feel for what's happening in a married woman's home, monitor how she behaves in public. If she's out there starting fights, calling women bitches and hoes, down for wherever, ready to pop off and throw hands, she's miserable. She's miserable. So then I look at Wendy sideways and I say, Wendy, why are you putting these two women against each other behind closed doors when you should be bringing them together, nutty professor? They're about the same age, both beautiful women, young, and behind the scenes, you're causing discord. Wendy, you being messy as hell. You're creating conflict with women who are clearly younger than you. What the hell are you doing? Now, if we didn't know about you and Eddie and this insurance fraud, I would have been highly confused. It's giving unhappy. It's giving messy. It's giving something ain't right at home. Okay? Because you're talking about Jazzy to Kiana, and then you're talking about Kiana to Jazzy, and you're supposed to be both of their friends. I'm going to go ahead and say this, and I never say stuff like this. You too old for that. You too old for that. Why you talking shit about Jazzy only for you to find out that Kiana has been talking crap about you? Kiana has been dogging you out as well. And ain't no telling what Kiana said, because whatever she said, Jazzy did not want to repeat it in the confessional. Now, I can only imagine what she said. I think I have an idea, but I'm not going to say it. Now, Kiana, here's my thing about it. You don't like Wendy because you sat at the table in your house as a pre-gamer for Preakness, and you looked at your best friend and you say, do you or do you not like this woman? Which heavily symbolizes that you've been talking about Wendy behind her back with your homegirl Angel. You don't like Wendy, right? So why would you believe anything Wendy has to say about Jazzy? It sounds to me like you want a problem with Jazzy. And that's why I believe it's bigger, or it has to be bigger than what Wendy said. Because when Wendy repeated what she told you, it didn't sound like that big of a deal. There's nothing here to see, folks. Please go back and watch The Racist. Wendy was being messy. And Wendy said, well, I just kind of thought there was a problem. Even when Wendy said it like that, you still refused to believe that Jazzy was innocent. And then you called her a liar. Wendy's the one that told you there was a problem. How does this fall on Jazzy? And Jazzy responded. Jazzy clarified, hold on. I don't have a problem with you. And that still wasn't good enough. And that's why I'm looking at Kiana. So I'm like, baby, you coming in way too high. You doing way too much to be on this show. You done had a fist fight. You done sued. You're here. You done broke up with Greg, got back together, got in a 1-bedroom condo. You done threw a girl. You doing way too much. It ain't giving what you think is given. And I'm not understanding what the goal is. How do we determine what success looks like? Now, the first lady comes, the one that asked Wendy to come and host. What was Wendy exactly supposed to be hosting? I'm confused. Because the lady didn't want to be on camera, but I did Google her behind. Okay, the lady didn't want to be on camera. Wendy asked them to hold off on arguing because the first lady was coming. The lady gave you a hug and moved the hell on around. What was the whole point of this scene with the first lady and talking about a woman that don't want to be on camera, only for them to show her hand with a bracelet? I don't understand it, but okay, I guess. So Jazzy made, in this scene, to me, Jazzy made Kiana look like a child. Because, ma'am, what are you doing? You turned up at a classy event. It was good, though. It was good, though, because it didn't get out of hand. So I did enjoy the mess. And Jazzy looked at you and said, oh, she's in a rough spot with Greg. I would be mad, too, if all I got was a little condo that I have to pay for. Kiana, you're out of your element. And you the type that when you get your ass handed to you, you want to throw hands and fight. You're not ready for this level of emotional maturity, this level of read downs. When Stacey said, what you going to do? Chin check me? Because I'm sure you're the one that can and knows how to. You working too hard. So they go on a trip to Nevis, and baby, the airport, let me just say this. They looked good. The airport outfits were fitting. The girls looked great. Period. Everybody looked good. Well, not everybody. Angel looked a mess. And that's why I say, Angel, not too much on wags. You said that Jazzy's not a typical wag. You laughed about her, made fun of her. You the type of girl that talks shit behind people's back. When your stomach was hanging out, you ain't got no room to be talking about who qualifies to be a wag. And that's the only reason you getting this work, Angel, because you tried to downplay Jazzy. Other than that, I wouldn't have said anything. It was unnecessary. It ain't your beef, nor is it your qualm. Let Kiana handle her scandals. You came in with a freaking camouflage backpack after they told you not to. Your stomach hanging out in your 2-piece outfit. Looking a hot-ass mess. Not to be confused. She's beautiful. You just looked a mess. You didn't put your 1-2 units together. You downplaying the whole platform that you're on. looking mad every 5 minutes, every time the camera pans in on you. It is not giving the housewife that we become accustomed to. I need you to step up. Quit talking shit about the other housewife. Sit back, relax, observe, get onboarded real quick, and bring yourself up to par. You're not in a position to be talking shit yet. You're just not. Now, here's the thing. They made fun of Jazzy for being in Coach. She should have been in Coach, and let me tell you why. She's not main cast. She was in Coach, and she looked damn good back there. She had a great attitude about it. She didn't get mad. That's what I'm saying. She's a perfect housewife. She realizes her position. She's a friend of the show. They are not going to invest that kind of money to pay for her to have a first-class seat, period. Hold on. Who Angel gonna surprise? Two. Who she? No, I'm just saying I liked her. Go back and look at my first 3 reviews. Who she gonna surprise? She might. Okay, well, let me get back to it. Two says she's gonna surprise us. Now, I don't like them making fun of Jazzy. She's a friend of the show. She's not gonna be in first class, but they waited on her. Gizelle had enough cool to wait on her. Now, Jazzy, I'm gonna have to put you in your place. Because you said, yeah, I was in Coach, but the champagne tastes the same. No, ma'am, no, it don't. It does not taste the same, and I'm here to tell you. Baby, you are getting Walmart brand, and they're getting the real deal up front. That's why they pay for those seats. So, Jazzy, I had to clown you. I had to put her in her place now. Completely different bottle, sweetheart. Now, why did it take her so long to get off that plane? That part I didn't understand, but it was funny. They waited on her. They get to customs and immigration. They're waiting for their paperwork to be approved, right? Everybody's ready to go. They're popping bottles. They're having a good time, y'all. They got what do y'all call them? Hors d'oeuvres. They got champagne. And then Miss Wag, the senior director of WAGs, come to find out she got a damn camouflage book bag. Child, let me get up off of here. She got a camouflage book bag when it clearly states it's against the rules of the country. You may not be allowed in, Ms. Wag. So Tia, being the nice diplomatic lady that she is, can we say low budget without saying low budget, Wag? And that's why you don't talk shit, Angel. So anywho, Tia was kind enough to put Angel's camouflage basic ass backpack in her suitcase, which was not empty. It just wasn't fully packed. Okay. Now, while waiting, Angel says that she wants to be, this is what she say, but I'm going to call BS. They said, does anybody have any wishes? Yeah, I want to be more open. You lying. You lying. And I'm going to tell you why you're lying, because Stacey said in her confessional that she called you to be friendly with you because the group wasn't friendly with her, and she understands what it feels like to be a newbie. However, you gave resting bitch face. Your energy was low vibrational. She said you was dry. You was boring like white bread. I know the word. You know what? I know the word for Angel. Cynical. She's cynical. That's what it is. She's not happy. You don't really see her smiling. Like, girl, did you know you was coming on the Housewives? Where did Kiana tell you was going to the grocery store? Do you know you're on the Real Housewives? Do you know this is a Bravo show? Are you aware? Are you even up? Y'all hear my dog in the background? So according to Wendy, they're sitting there. Watch this. I don't know how we get on this topic, but Wendy brought up, because they was having meatballs, about sucking balls. Now, according to Wendy, she sucks a good ball. I said, all right now. I know that's right. Now, how many ball suckers do we have in the chat? Yes. How many ball suckers do we have in the chat? I want you to wave your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. If you enjoy a ball every now and then, let me hear you say, oh, yeah. I know it better be a few of you talking about, oh, yeah. I was like, Wendy? Okay, that's a nice plug, but it just seems random. They're popping champagne left and right. They're having a good time on the boat, and I love it. I can't watch. I can't. I loved it. I can't wait to watch. Y'all still on them balls, huh? Okay, it was just random. Who sucks balls? I was like, huh? What? Wendy? The Nutty Professor? Okay. But anywho, I'm loving it. I'm happy. I found myself smiling this entire episode. I was like, they are having a good time. They on that boat. It was giving beautiful scenery. The drinks are flowing. I can't wait to watch Jazzy grow into her shoes as a housewife because right now, honey, she is giving everything she needs to give. It was just good. And then Gizelle dropped a bomb on Jazzy. Girl, they really don't want you here. Jazzy took it, didn't get too upset. And I said, man, she's a higher caliber because I would have been pissed off. You told me something like that. I'd have been like, what? Who don't want me here?
Bro, I don't want to talk about it.
You just said I'm gonna talk about
Kill
it.
I get angry. Bro, I don't want to.
And that's what I'm talking about. I said, bravo, you have really done a great job. I just marveled at the excellence and the beauty of the Black women on the boat. The vibe was good. I am here for it. Okay. I am here for it. Now, Gizelle, you lied. You told a bold-faced lie on that boat because Angel did not say bring Sharice instead. What she did was ask you in addition to invite Sharice because she likes Sharice. Now, Gizelle, you sat there and lied and didn't clear it up. That's it. That's all. The ladies started to chime in on why they didn't like Jazzy, why they didn't want Jazzy on the trip. Angel said something, and then Kiana picked up the ball. And when I tell you, in the midst of Kiana talking, Jazzy revealed that she's been talking crap about Wendy 6 months ago when they supposed to be tight. What'd she say about Wendy? The people want to know. What'd she say about Wendy that you can't repeat in that confessional? And baby, when I tell you they unleashed the Kraken, it was quick, y'all. How they get so escalated that quick? Kiana ended up calling the girl a hoe on the boat. Listen, call the girl a hoe. Jazzy turned around and looked at her and said, you would never be a wife or a fiance. I said, Lord have mercy. We drinking champagne, they fighting, and they stopped and they celebrated and go back like a bunch of old drunks. Okay. They talked about Angel taking a dig at the NFL, and Angel said, wait a minute. No, that's not why I said that. I said it because the timing was perfect because she walked in the room. No, and that's why I said you need to go, Angel, because you don't know how to stand on business for this particular audience. Girl, we are Bravo girls. You better say that shit with your chest. You said something completely different in your confessional, but then you tried to make the ladies feel like they were crazy when they picked up on your shade, and you said that shit. You meant to shade Jazzy. You feel like you're better than her, but in front of her, you didn't give that. What is that, y'all? I cannot freaking figure out Angel. The other ladies went upstairs, baby. When I tell you a time was had on that boat, they're dancing, they're gallivanting, they're frolicking. And here we go. Angel and Kiana downstairs being buzzkills. Just sitting there. I don't like women like that. Get your ass upstairs and go have a good time. Why are y'all purposely refusing to have a good time? Stay home. That's it. I think I want to go to Nevis. I want to try it. It looks good. The women were received well. They had a band there. They had drinks and everything. It got off to a great start, a beautiful resort. I was like, all right now, Gizelle, go ahead. This is good. You said they hadn't. You know what? I was right. You remember I said the Housewives has not been given since 2020? She said they haven't allowed her to host a trip since 2020. It's been 5 years. Now I see why. Because you was on some bullshit. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. You started off great. Gizelle had personal notes Gizelle is a first lady. Now, you can't take that away from her. She understands the assignment when she wants to. She had personalized notes. They had robes with their names embroidered. They had personal makeup bags. Now, this is where you went wrong with me. You didn't give Stacey the same personal attention, and I feel like it fell flat. That was really mean. I'm sorry, y'all. The queen have a heart. That was mean. I would have never done that. I wouldn't have. You hear my dog? The women were excited. And then you fell flat. It was a buzzkill. I didn't like it. It was mean. Stacey, it was mean. Was it not? But do you see why I said Stacey's that girl? Do you see why I say Stacey's that girl? Because Miss Nell threw a fucking fit when Melody forgot to put her name on a card. Stacey let her roll off her back. No harm, no foul. And that's why I said, girl, Andy, y'all did good with Stacey. That's a housewife right there. That's money right there. That's class right there. And you show right, Queen Liz. She gave her a plastic Walmart bag. Now, I'm petty. Let me tell you what I would do. The last day of the trip, I would throw that shit in the trash. And I would get up early enough and throw it in the trash where everybody, I wouldn't do it in front of them. I would put it in the main trash on their way out the door. They can, hey, who threw that robe in the trash? Me. Now, I would throw it in the trash. That's it. So I wish Gizelle would have done that differently. I think this was my first time in a while. When I think about the Real Housewives franchise on Bravo, I think this was my first time where where I witnessed the women getting excited about their room pairings. Most people complain, they fuss, they fight. These women were so gracious. Can y'all believe I'm giving such a positive review? They were so gracious. They were happy. They were jumping up and down. I was like, man, we needed this, Bravo. Thank you. We needed this. You know, even Tia took it on. She took it like a champ. Gizelle put her in a nanny villa. Oh, that's a good you said ever since Stacey responded positively to the bunk beds, they've been trying to break her. They can't break her. It's just something special about her. You know what I'm saying? It's something special about her. Now, I'm going to say this. Kiara and Angel are continuing to be buzzkills. Everybody else is having a good time. Everything's great. And they're downstairs talking shit. They had a sidebar conversation about the group. Say it to the group. And that's why, I think that's what Jazzy meant, Kiara, about you. You like to go and stir the pot, but so does Wendy. And you even lied about the chin checking. And then you said it. And when Gizelle left, you went back and said, no, I did. And then Gizelle had to come back and revisit the issue. Okay, I said it, but you're a liar. And an immature one at that. At first, I didn't understand what Greg was doing. And I was on Greg. But now I understand. Okay? Now, Angel's basically saying the women are picky. They're not really giving her a full welcome. You're a lie. Stacey called you. You're standoffish. You were lukewarm. You're giving the doors closed. If you want it fixed, then you fix. She did her due diligence. She gave you an olive branch. Then Tia, they pan into Tia. Y'all, this was hilarious. This is real life. This is so good. Tia's in her room talking to her daughter who's going to have a 14th birthday party, okay? She's saying, hi, tell me about your party tomorrow, blah, blah. Then she wants to talk to her son, Nathaniel, who's having a crisis while she's away, and he decides he doesn't like the family full of girls, and he wants to be adopted. Y'all, when I tell you, that was so hilarious to me. He said he had enough because when it was his birthday, ain't nobody got up and cleaned up the house for his birthday. And he's mad that the girls are making him clean the house. Raw, beautiful, excellent Black moments. And he no longer wants to be a part of the family, to which she responded, please make sure you don't get adopted by Sunday because I'm going to really miss you. Sunday is my day to come home as your mom. Y'all, that was so lighthearted and funny. I was like, oh my God, look at Bravo investing in the Real Housewives of Potomac. It was cute. It was fun. The boy was mad. The boy was mad because he didn't get the same energy on his birthday. He said, I'm watching y'all run around here clean up, but you left the house dirty for my birthday. Okay. Really lovely, really cute. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. That's all I got. I mean, the dinner thing was, it was kind of messy, but Stacey's here to stay. Kay tried to make it seem like initially that Stacey said something about Angel. She didn't. She just said, is she okay? Then Angel's the best way to get to know me is that, girl, if you don't shut your ass up, ain't nobody trying to get to know you no more. We've given you 4 episodes. Stacey reached out to you. She asked, Kay, your friend okay? Is she coming along well? That's just, you not finna muddy up the waters over here. If you don't want to be here, leave. She genuinely asked, and Kay came back. No, it was a good conversation. She wasn't trying to be messy. But if Stacey didn't clear it up, you would have let it linger like that. Pipe down, Angel. Why are you so bitchy? It's giving bitchy. It's giving cynical. And then Tia said, now that I think about it, I really haven't seen you two speak. She's talking about Wendy and Angel. Didn't y'all go to the same school? And that's when Gizelle said, child, they say they went to the same school. I said, they messy. And I was like, Angel, girl, you are following in Kay's footsteps and you're about to be off this show. You're about to be off this show in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And that's all. All right, let's get into these super chats. Let me drop the link just in case anybody has anything to say. If not, I will give y'all some time back, but that's all I got. It was a really great episode to me. Thank you again, Sarah, for the 200 P's. She says, happy belated birthday, Queen Sheba. Q Catrice coming in with the 20-piece and a pepper. Doc Kelly coming in with a 20-piece and a pepper. We appreciate you. She says, happy belated birthday. Candid but sweet coming through with a 5-piece and a pepper. She says, Stacey is giving what we expected of Gizelle. First lady energy. Fiammo loving her right. That German has welcomed her back home. I'm telling you, when a woman shows up smiling, oh, that man is serving up something real good over there. Let me tell you something. Oh, you want to go see TJ? Yes. Ain't no TJ over here. We got Fiammo at home. We got Fiammo at home. And that's what it's given, and it's been given since January. Happy. She made it very clear and will make it very clear. And I like that for her. I do. How many Fiammos we got up in the chat? Simply Angela says, I love this review, Queen Sheba. No, thank you all for tuning in. We got over 400 people here. It was a great episode. It really was. It was a really good episode. Pretty Lady says, fun review. Great job. Thank you. For those of you that are on Twitter, if you're a fan, click the link. We would love to hear from you. Even those of you that are here on YouTube. It was great. Okay, you're going to watch it again. Marie, what will you be looking for your second time around? Just out of curiosity. What do you think you're going to focus on? I feel you. You say, I'm gonna go back and look, but what are you going? Because it's a lot there. Who will you be focused on? Let me say that. And then based on who you're going to be focused on, what are you looking for? Look at Kiana's facial expressions. It's a lot there. Bravo really brought it. Q Catrice says this was a great review. Thank you. No, thank you all. Thank you. Thank you to my moderators for showing up so late at night. Aqua Soul Nick says, love your commentary, Queen. Off topic. I would love to hear your take. I haven't watched it. I have not watched Salt Lake City. And I'm a Bravo girl. There's just so many freaking good shows out right now, y'all. So many good shows. Hey, Z, we got Z, Frenchie. Z says, me too. Z, what you're saying, me too. Oh, you're going to go back and watch it. I got you. Okay, Z said they're going to go. Z said they're going to go back and watch. Deborah says she's going to go back. It was good. And every time I noticed something different, I was like, oh. Then one time I had to put on closed captions. I was like, did she just say what? Let me put on these damn closed captions. When I like something, I can watch it 3, 4, 5 times. And I have to let it marinate in my spirit, y'all. You hear me? It was a great episode. Thank you, Bravo. We appreciate you. We, the people. Below Deck is good too, y'all. Let me tell you something. I travel quite often. And sometimes you get in these hotels that don't allow you to connect like your device. What is it called when you connect? Mirror your device with the television, but they'll give you a Bravo. And every single time, I'm telling you, it never seems to fail. When I turn on the television, I catch Below Deck. And one time I caught it, I've never watched it. And I caught it by accident and I was stuck in my hotel. And baby, when I tell you I fell in love, and I don't care what season it is, it feels like I'm caught up. Below Deck is good. Now, the recent clips that I've seen, and I was so damn embarrassed, and I talk shit over here. I'm sorry. That's what it's about. Was this black family that went, and they supposed to be vegans. And they brought them the portion size for vegans. And they complained and start ordering lobster and more food.
Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
How in the hell you take your ass on national television and say that you are a vegan and you ordering lobster? I was so damn embarrassed for him, and I ain't even no damn vegan. And I was like, they finna eat everything in that kitchen. You should have just asked for what you wanted. If you wanted a hamburger, say you want a hamburger. But don't come on here talking about you're a vegan when you really want a double meat cheese with bacon. Okay. I was so embarrassed.
Wow.
I said they finna eat these people out of house and home pretending to be vegan. They finna, baby, when I tell you they finna fuck some shit up on this shit, because with nobody giving a vegan size. Nah, you ain't no vegan. You not no vegan. Everything you ordered is what I would eat at a steakhouse. Did y'all see that episode? They lie on their thank you on their preference sheet. And then gonna get mad. Tell me, is this it? I was like, oh, I need to tune into this episode. Because I know y'all done ran these people. And then listen, they only pack enough food. See, you're charged based on what you order. It's like chartering a private jet, right? Don't be telling me you're a vegan and we go out and we go to Trader Joe's and we go to Whole Foods and shop vegan, and then we up in the air at 30,000 feet. You talking about you want a cheeseburger. Baby, ain't no cheeseburger. Ain't no cheeseburger up here, ma'am. Well, ma'am, you order vegan. Ma'am. Now, you can get a burger when we land, but right now, ain't no burger. Girl, you ain't even pay for a burger. We got you vegan. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm going to watch that episode. Yes, you can call in. I dropped the link. Here we go. I don't care, Kim. They might be mad at me for talking about them. I said what I said. Thank you, Mayor. I was thinking the same. I was like, oh, Lord, Father in heaven, holy Jesus. No cure. I'm scared to see what's in the envelope. And that's why I'm about to go watch the freaking episode. What y'all lead them people? You say you can't ever tell who tips good or bad. Who watches the show faithfully? Click the link and tell us what's a good tip based on the chartered experience. Hold on, y'all. They probably leave $100. They probably leave $100. Okay, that's fine. To be fair, other Black primaries left. That's fine. But this group came on there. It's good. Okay, the Reality Grizzly says, check out Wife Swap on Peacock. It's so good. Maybe I can make it members only and we can just come in members only and wind down. Okay, we can do that. You know what? I'm going to do that. 2. But this group was different. They were very unique and very interesting because set yourself up for success. You want to set yourself up so that they are prepared to cater to you in every way for your unique experience. Don't tell me you're a vegan and then ask me for a freaking lobster. I ain't got no damn lobster. I got you some cheese, a few crackers. I got you a rice cake, some Nutella, and a few raisins and apricots. Welcome to Mayor of YouTube. You're on mute. What are your thoughts?
Okay, a great tip right now from last season and starting into this season. If you want to be liked by the public, $30,000 at least.
Wow.
Between $25,000 to $30,000.
Them niggas ain't left that.
Well, we haven't seen that. That'll be this coming Monday. Right now, they're running them ragged, saying they still hungry.
Yes. You watched it? Oh, so it ain't came out yet?
No, we haven't seen them. The tip, that's next week.
Okay, watch this. Hold on. Has the episode aired?
No.
So we gonna see this Monday?
Yes.
Watch this. Okay, why don't we do this? I'm just tuning in for that episode.
But wait, Queen. Now, see, you're doing us a disservice over here with Salt Lake City. The ladies are on the boat with Captain Jason, the Australian one. They're on the boat, and that's going to be on below deck when they come out.
Okay, so but I ain't worried about them right now.
Oh, Lord. All right.
I got to take care of my people and see what my people are up to.
Me and Toot want Salt Lake City reviews.
Okay.
And we the people. Shit.
I too get in it.
Because me and Toot been trying our best to get you to watch Salt Lake City. We've been trying for 2 years now.
She complicit. She said, thank you at Mayor YouTube. Oh, she with the bullshit.
That's right. We with the bullshit.
Y'all,
next Monday night. That'll be when the tip comes out.
Listen, y'all, this is how we act over here. Listen, the audience over here, we're familiar with each other. We have a good time. Hold on. Listen, now take us back. Now, the people that claim to be vegans, we got to wait for their episode this Monday, correct?
Well, this Monday will be when they leave the daggone boat.
Okay, so
and we'll see what tip they leave.
How many? Okay.
They usually get 2 episodes per trip. It might be 4 or 5 days. It depends on. It's usually like 2 episodes when they come on.
One out about them right now.
This is where they're complaining about the food. Oh boy, went down there, threw some food in the trash, and gonna say they need some more different food and all this other stuff. And they're asking,
episode out. Is that first episode out?
Yes, that came out Monday.
Okay. Let me tell the audience. Hold on. So y'all hear what she said. Get caught up on that episode. Just go to the latest episode of Below Deck with the people that are saying they're vegans. And they really do make good food. I've been watching them based on what you order. They came on there lying, talking about they was vegan and asking for lobster. And you know why people do that a lot? To sideswipe, to avoid cost. Because they price you based on your menu. So I'm going to say I just want a few radish and nuts. But I'm going to get on this motherfucking ass for a piece of lobster. And then...
they get the food delivered.
tipping into the commission. But go ahead.
Yeah, they have the food. They look at they get together and they say, okay, here's coming on the boat next, right? Mm-hmm. So they look at the preference sheets, then they call and they place an order. Yeah. They have the food delivered for what that trip is going to be. So you're correct about that.
So, but they already up to some shit. Am I right?
Yes, 100%.
Because they lied about what they want to eat and then try to switch it when they got on there. Now we want steak and lobster. No, you pay for Ritz crackers and raisins.
But what I don't think they realize, Queen, the people on Twitter are going to find them. Ooh. And we're going to talk about them like a damn dog, okay?
So they treated those people like crap.
They're running the crew ragged. They're complaining. They're asking for things they didn't put on the preference sheet, lying. And I'm telling you right now, Twitter is probably close to finding out who these people are. And once they find them, they will post their Instagrams, their Facebooks, and people will go and tear their asses up. They usually have to turn their comments off. Don't come on that boat and act ass.
So they on there acting a fool trying to get the damn charter for free by complaining about the food that they ordered.
Basically, yes.
Typical. You get my don't you?
Oh yeah, because I'm saying it. I'm right on Twitter with them though. I'm tearing them up already. We're tearing them up.
Girl, so hold on. So Solani Sugar, girl, they came on there saying they vegan. Girl, I saw the clip and asking for lobster. See, you gotta go. It's almost like chartering a private jet. You get to determine what you want to eat. Don't tell me you vegan and I get in the air tonight. I want a double cheeseburger. That ain't what you paid for. We don't have it. Why would I even be in the beef section for a vegan? Why would they even get you a lobster? Now you can have a lobster. You got to pay for a lobster. So what they tried to do, they took their black asses on a boat to charter to be on TV and didn't have no charter money. Hold on. They didn't have no charter money. Listen.
I will pray for you, but if you get on my nerve, I will cuss you smooth out. My mouth ain't under control yet, and I can throw these hands. And let me tell you something, if I get my hands on you, I promise you gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition.
Oh, we gonna wear their ass out. I'm gonna go watch that episode. I'm gonna wait because I saw it. Even I was uncomfortable watching the trailer. You know,
they had a lunch thing. Okay, they showed lunch, and I swear to God, they ran nonstop. They brought. I mean, I saw so many bowls on that table, and they still said they was hungry.
Oh, Lord, Father, fix it, Jesus. Keep me in the cross. They did say they said I was looking. I was like, oh, I'm embarrassed. Lord have mercy, baby. This ain't KFC. You said you vegan. Hold on. Okay, fine, Toot. What episode is it? No, Sarah, this is classy. It's classy. It's a very classy show, which is why people are in an uproar. Because you gotta have a lot of money to charter these boats out on the sea. Okay, which is why I say I want to go to Nevis. But they chartered the boat and gave a fictitious menu, probably the lowest of the low of the low, and then got on there wanting clarified butter with lobster. Baby, you ain't, no ma'am. You asked for Land O'Lakes. You asked for Land O'Lakes.
You got, I can't believe it's not butter.
Okay, that ain't what you asked for. You asked for Cheerios. Don't listen. Oh shit! They did ask for lobster. I swear, I saw it. I was like, and I looked around the table, and I'm not usually one to judge. I was like, now you know damn well you ain't no vegan. I'm adding up the numbers in my head. Y'all will fuck up a piece of cracker. And you said they kept bringing food and food and food, and they kept saying we still hungry. Yeah,
after they had brought, like, the whole table was full of empty plates and bowls and stuff. Wow. They had been eating for a while. Wow. And they had the nerve to say, is there anything else down there? We're still hungry.
Like they had a buffet.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Wow. Y'all, it's going to be good. It aired on Tuesday? Okay, on my birthday. That's why I missed it. I'm finna go watch it. You know, as a matter of fact, I made some artichoke and spinach dip homemade. Let me go get that out. I'm gonna pour me a glass of wine. I'm gonna watch it right now. We had a good time. Thank you, Mayor of YouTube, for coming up and just, yeah, Sarah. They trying to eat like they at the Golden Corral. Probably put some cookies in their pocket and took them down to the room.
Oh my God!
Oh, we bad over here.
You know, some of them guests, they be wanting food at night and everything after the chef done went to bed. There's only like one cook on the boat.
Yeah.
And after they go to bed, the kitchen's closed, you know, but some of them be trying to come up with some bullshit.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go. What was
Yeah,
I
go
about to
watch it,
say?
Queen.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it right now. Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. We had a good time tonight. Thank you, everybody. Jackie said y'all's commentary is so funny. Girl, we listen. Jackie, you've been rolling with us. You know how we talk over here. We have a good time. Kitchen closed. Y'all, I'm gonna go watch this episode because I need to know what the hell is going on. I saw it. All right. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Queen. Have a good evening.
Okay, y'all have a good evening. Good night, everybody.